Previously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
I want that truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various
Why
symptoms
the
of
fuck you
undifferentiated
lying?
schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Use that in a remix. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good
Well,
evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
yeah.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip.
That's right.
Except
Xbox
for
One.
the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating
So neat.
artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe
Wonder if these are all author names.
if we work together.
First time? First time playing this?
way, Alan.
Yes, but I've seen it before. In passing anyway. I don't think I've ever... Oh, nice. It's like, it looks like it has giant nuts, but it's its foot. Anderson. Mash the buttons. Don't let him do it. Yes, that's right. Bitch. Fine. Press the button.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality.
Does he just stand like
She has
this?
been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Green bud? He just has a fucking stick up his ass, so he has to walk very slowly with his arms in that specific position. Undial. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. Thomas saying, the memory of a dear friend and a poet. Ten of us cut. What did it cut? Daddy. Ten of us? Is that darkness?
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically. I never get tired of this view.
I don't understand why Alan needs so many jackets. I know, right?
Cauldron Lake
There's
stood
like 3 there.
above us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could
Do you think
make out
his
the
hoodie is
boat
just like his
on the
t-shirt? He
side
just actually has nothing under it.
Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
And it's just permanently cold.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter.
This-
This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling
What are you
is good
holding? Why are you
news.
like this? Are you
Right
Italian?
now we're in control.
Did you super glue your hands and you don't want to tell anyone about it?
Resurface from the dark
Bro, it's
depths
cold-blooded.
of your
It's a lizard. It's a lizard, people.
Surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with.
So he's such a fucking
After
dickhead.
all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After
talk.
all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work
No, you
with
didn't.
me.
Liar.
Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Oh, Pepperilla. Dude, this guy looks like he just suffers from hypertension. Like he's pink. Man's not even in the sun. Oh, hey.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's
You fucked up?
wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Love shooting innocent animals.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
Mildly
I
terrifying.
was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
It's a good painting. It's just fucking terrifying. It's just... There. Okay.
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The
Let's talk
storm
like
is
Kermit.
almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
I hope you appreciate that I do all of my own stunts.
Come, Alan. This way. Now. You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you specialized help that you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by the creative process. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, trademark. In its sister method, the flow, trademark, work best when you're actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. We will promptly ignore them and continue taking your money. Fat Gorilla, excuse me. Thank you.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's no
THC and all
more
that?
to be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon.
The toupee is coming off, bud.
When you feel up to it, return to your room.
Kind of.
Try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Sonny.
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
It was in my butthole. What?
My head was clear.
Oh.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Mill. Do we know any Mills?
Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What were they? Memory and thought. The hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, god damn it.
My fellas, good talk. It's a cool, trippy painting. You're gonna get. Buddy, you're supposed to wrap it up. Go home, dude.
You can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets. And now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
Okay, dude. Alright.
Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
So.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Yeah. Does this QR code have? Did merch? Did someone hack it into porn already? Probably, right?
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't remember.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Barry.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she
Tag
had it
3.
coming. I could
Interesting.
get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to
Oh.
get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd be keeping them.
Let's see. I've seen the other ones, or at least I've seen one of them. Let me check alanwake.com/tag3. Let's see if that's anything remotely interesting. Let's, of course, remove the spaces. Let's do that. Constipation. That looks painful. Nice. Is that supposed to be Alan Wake? Incredible. Alright. So it's just memes. Gotcha.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Birch.
We were on the road, man! You think we haven't seen punks like you before? Mortal knave! Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
He's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Mm-hmm.
He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated, and I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate.
Kind of a dickhead.
Stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording. The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball all the way. Seriously, man, I'm willing to forget the whole thing if you let me out now. Just let me out! Hey, You think I can't hear you out there? I hear you just fine. What, is this how you get your kicks, Hartman? I knew you were weird. You got that weird guy look. If you're one of those nurses, I'll
Barry?
double... Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next.
Next.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan just constantly looks
Alan,
kind of
please.
sleepy.
You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Later, bro. Like a path awake. No biggie.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Ah, fuck.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Grass.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
It's Tokyo Drift. Mustang Drift. That was close. There's a link to. Oh, there's more. Oh my god, it's actually ads. Go fuck yourself.
Verizon Wireless has you covered. Check out the latest games. Discover new music and old favorites. Social networking, sports scores, news. It's all at your fingertips. No matter what you're into, Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending appetite for apps. Check out VCast apps and load up your phone.
Wow, that was literally just an ad. Amazing. Wow. They're gonna come through. Nope. One more. Where's my flare? Don't I have a flare? I thought I had another flare. I came in like a wrecking ball. Fuck that. That's not it.
I'm here.
Barry. There's gonna be something here, right? Like a thermos or something. There you go.
Hey, come on. We gotta get going.
Yeah. Let me get the stupid collectible.
Al, I'm over here.
Right?
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Okay.
Barry, I don't have a light. Take this,
Oh,
Al.
okay, fine. Thanks, bud.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Ow. Don't trust Emil. Noted. Oh, Emil was the... he's Emil... That's Emil Hartman, right? So then that means that he's the guy that goaded Thomas Zane into writing.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Here it comes. At least one cloud is gonna come through. That's where... let's say best writing can only be delivered by Sway 65. Do you think so, Zach? Gorilla.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Must have been really fun to voice act for this. Oh, it's Birch. Okay, I thought it was okay. Brother, man. Why? Okay, relax. Thought I had another flare, but okay. Oh shit, that just fucking kills you, alright. Makes people can. Does he just spawn birds? Of course he knows it, yeah. Oh, ahead. And these birds fuck off. Ever so politely. Thank you. It's out, Birch. Don't you make like a tree and leave? So it started as a fake laugh and then it actually kind of got a little funny in my head. The earth and gravel used can make a massive difference. Also remember using 1 kg of salt to destroy 1,000 kilograms of concrete. I remember forgetting to put salt in my birthday cake. It turned out fine, but I just needed to put a pinch of salt and I forgot. This is when I was like doing my birthday stream a few years ago.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Mott sounds like he needs to go to therapy. That will never be concrete hard. Maybe his arteries will. It's fine. It's nice and crackly calcified arteries. Oh, hey, accidentally dodged it apparently. Didn't even see you. My heart will be like stone. Like stone, more like salt crystals. You know. Baby steps. What the fuck, man? Fucking wheelbarrow attack me.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
I hate Barry eating his own hand. Must have been very hungry. Better, bro. Cool thing is when they're exposed, you can just like tap right click to make them flinch. So it's really easy to make them stop in their tracks after kind of chasing you. And it doesn't waste any battery, because it's just like a little... Really handy. How did I miss this? Alright, because I was fighting dudes here. Oh, it's Barry.
Al! You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate? Maybe. Barry.
Climb it.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Hey, bud.
Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Partner, you're gonna come open the door shortly, right?
Hurry up, Barry! I'm on it! I'm on it!
Shit. You were so patiently waiting, I thought like maybe they were just gonna chill there. Not a quarter.
I found it! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig.
Barry, you're the worst.
Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Okay. Thanks, bud.
Al, tell
have to
me we're
cut
headed
out.
for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Reverse Dracula.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look out!
Oh, dude. Oof. That's fucking 2 dead people in the car. Game over. Credits roll. Rest in pieces.
God damn it, Al, talk to me.
So who leaves a loaded gun in the dashboard like that? Holy fuck, Alan. Like an unsecured loaded gun.
Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Fucking genius.
Barry! Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Is it like New York City is the city where people get bitten the most in the world?
Hey, bro. Are you going to that SawCon convention? What's SawCon, you ask? SawCon, these nuts.
I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
So the video for this didn't show up. I'm not sure. I think the audio definitely played, but where's it? Oh, it's because it's below everything. I'm a silly goose. Hold up. Has to be above the game capture. Let's move that up here. There we go. Does it go and let it play? It's good. I'm good. I need some Minecraft. The mine shaft. Dark Presence could make a killing if they just fucking switched onto the, you know, like the lumbering industry. Oh, good. What's that thing? Rather, man. A super American game where you drive as a teenager, if you get a car, have a massive weapon arsenal. Feel like a sandbox game, but it's also depressing and realistic at the same time because you work, but you will end your debt. Wait, but you'll end in debt anyway? I feel like there has to be a game that's like that already. Like GTA is kind of that.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
When he stopped the car, Walter felt... Who's Walter? Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers couldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two. Booby hatch. But then he saw a man on the porch, and he knew who it was, driving for his life. It was useless. He didn't realize he was crying until he could... Walter. GTA 6 will be a single mom in Florida. It's not that far. Exactly. So, you know. Leave it to America. Nothing does the orphan grinding machine dilemma as well as America does. Explore this area before I go onwards. You can find some other easy manuscript pages. I don't think there are any though. It's just enemies. Right. One Alan. There's something in the back here, right? No. Oh, rare. Okay. Where you go?
I hope there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up.
Liking the game so far? Oh, it's alright. It's I mean, I've seen it before. Playing it is okay. The gameplay is mostly fine. Nothing, you know, nothing orgasmic. Nothing I've never played before. Like, wow, this is so fresh and new, but it's fun. It's okay. It's well done, you know what I mean? I wish there were like more puzzles and stuff. But I know it's not that kind of game, it's just meant to be more of like an action
I could
story.
sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Plus Noon. Okay, Mr. Noon. It'd be really funny if there turned out to be a character called Noon. He was actually like a really nice guy. I haven't finished the second game. I don't have the second game. Wouldn't mind getting it at some point on a sale. Like, the game is definitely fun enough for that. To like, but so far it's kind of like... But I wouldn't pay full price for it, you know. Another man. Another man. Can I get a... Can I dodge or do anything? Or are you just gonna fucking stun lock me? He's stuck picking up the batteries. Thank you, game. Just as I was saying that the game is well done.
I could sense the movement.
No, brother, man.
Facing the
Alan Wake 2 was my favorite game from last year. Interesting. So you've already played the... Oh yeah, that's right. You said you played the second one, but not the first one, right? Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't mind trying it, for sure. I have to probably, like, stun them first. So that they just rush me. I got all three. Fuck off. Dude. Fucking bullshit. So I have to, like, kite them this way. Get, like, a period where they... Okay, fuck it. Fuck it, I'll come back for it. And get a gun and fucking blast these cunts. Sorry. Yeah, I just heard the fucking... Stop. Stop. Alright. Go in there, or are you gonna all spawn again? Oh, you just all spawn again. Okay, well then I'll come back here after I get a gun or a flare or something. It's weird because I did get all 3 revs from the thing, but it just like... The game just didn't process it enough, I guess. Can I even get there before? I'd have to go the other side first. Oh, fuck, that scared me. Like the zoom, I thought I'd missed a ledge.
Driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Let's go to the other side. I think this way, there's no way back, but maybe over there. Alright, let's see it. To be far away, because I think they spawn a bit further in, so as long as I steer clear. Oh, it was okay, it was one that required 4. And it just doesn't really do anything, it's the checkpoint. Okay, incredible. That's fine. Is there anything else on this? Oh, no, okay. You can't actually go past there. I guess I came from there, right? Yeah. Oh, swell. Is the gameplay from 2 very different from this one? So I feel like one thing that could make this game a bit more fun would be just like little upgrades. I feel like the game resets your inventory too fucking often, so that like feeling like saving resources is kind of pointless. The game does a lot of give and take, which is a little... like, okay, well, now I'm back to the regular flashlight. And I also like perk points and, you know, things like leveling systems and stuff I generally enjoy. Not that I think every game necessarily needs them, but... And also the clunk animations are also a little weird sometimes, but...
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
The gameplay played quite well as far as I've gotten. Oh, seeing prismatic light.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
Okay, I get.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve.
More of a detective story? It's kind of cool.
Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
It feels better to play. There's slightly less action. It's kind of cool.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
There's definitely some moments of like gratuitous
It was a strange space
action in this game.
in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
I mean, Tom, what am I saying? All right, garage. I don't remember this game. Actually, I don't want to talk about it because I'm playing it and I'm going to put it on YouTube. I don't want people to be spoiled by what I'm talking about. Since I vaguely remember the ending from watching you play that. I'll wait until I'm done to talk about it.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Taken or filled with darkness. I think that's what that said, because actually it's quite a bit too bright. Oh yeah. I kind of like the subtitles in Bioshock for like art and writing, because you could then see sometimes, because either the writing wasn't the best or you had to umbrella it. Or like, you know, there was something in... Oh. Apparently that was an indirect means of defeating... Oh, okay. Defeating the... Take. Still in the water and died. Yeah, this game... I think my main issue with the gameplay is the way things feel a little sluggish sometimes. Like the controls, they don't feel super responsive. And I do remember this game being a port. Like originally, I think it came out on... I don't think it came out on PC originally, and I remember having a few port issues that were kind of clunky, so... Probably part of the reason... Oh shit. Can you step on the trap? You can't? That's a scam. Like the click to action feels a little weird in this game. Alright, Joe. Oh, my head. Oh, fuck. Alright, alright. I'm leaving, I'm leaving. Dude, it's so bullshit that they can't step on the traps themselves. Run out of 360 in 2010 and PC in yeah, exactly. I remember it being something like that. I'm not, ah! Fuck. Ow, big dude. Fine. So I remember when the port came out, I think I remember I bought it in a sale, on a Steam sale, like a long, long time ago. And then it was a pretty... Is that a page? No, that's just a light, right? Oh, fuck! Okay, let's not go back that way. Edit it.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
I remember trying to play it on my computer at the time, and it was like I was getting 10 FPS. And the game wasn't that pretty. I think I just remember being very poorly optimized.
Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
I think he's okay.
The front door was locked.
Alright, that was the guy that we read about. That was this guy. Where is it? Oh, I also forgot to see this.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Oh, Chads. It was someone in the cabin that Walter at the Anderson farm this. So I guess that was Walterson.
Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't... I know you. You were in jail the other
that guy.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's something bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
Okay, he's just napping. Thanks.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
The same. Zany. Is he come back to life? do that. Alright. Just making sure.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Was, yes.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
I haven't been in a basement yet. All these houses have basements. Okay. If there's anything, oh. Well, I'll be damned. Turns out. Oh wait, but am I locked out of it now? Because I fucking... Oh, please don't tell me. Don't tell me I can't go in there now. Oh, manuscript page, where? Oh, on the floor.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Oh, it's right here. Okay, thank God. I just had to say, we had to be in the basement. Also, follow the blood. Nice. It's a heart, man. Love me a flashbang in this game. Shitter's clog. Uh-oh. Maybe a coffee thermos in there. Or a manuscript page would be even funnier, though.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Barry was Barry. Is that an insult? Slightly. A not so thinly veiled one. Is that kind of like what Barry was? Well, you know, fucking look at the guy. Putting revolver ammo?
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Good guy, Pat. I don't know what the other direction was. Oh. I can just get in the car. Fuck me, okay. We're going for the car. Bye. Ah. Latest fellas. Let's see what's on the other side. I don't know if that was the farm or if, because I think where I'm going is the farm. I wanted to see what was here. But there's so many roads, so many options. And the farm is definitely at the center there, so... Oh, so this was just, it would just go around. I see. Alright, well. Areas like this without a map become a little annoying to explore if you're trying to find the collectibles. Alright, come here, big dude. You're alive still? Right. The low rider. It's weird. This game kind of feels like it was it's like on the GTA engine. I forget what it's called, like Epiphany or it has some name like that. And because GTA has the same thing where things feel a little clunky and delayed. Head away. Okay, I guess I have to. Oh. Peace. I think it just nudged me gently.
Stay away from my daughter!
There she is. Sir? There you are. Away from my property. What are these? What? Oh, they're fireworks.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Did he just kneel like that?
God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson. Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
Ow. Fix. Stop being stuck. Stop chucking shit at me, dude. Where the fuck? It's so annoying. Oh, I have a heavy duty with it. Turn to the center. I'm gonna like the lyrics, cat. It's mine. I see, so if they have the hand in the way, I kind of... Oh, I thought I had the rifle. Yep.
Please, please, please!
With Barry. Barry left for that too, but... Oh, let's go. Ow, dick. Nice. Where?
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
What? Anything else that I missed here? Probably not. Any pages?
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
Coffee and pie. Dude, I could go for some pie. Are you kidding me?
No thanks. We just got engaged. I'm faithful to Brian now.
Whatever. This ain't even my whole night.
I know. Thank you. Oh no, this one is not a well. I was like, oh, maybe this one is an actual well.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
How did he know?
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
I was like, why are we doing this? Oh, my legs. Any hidden thing here? Solar panels? Nope. There's something back there.
As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hand shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He had been right all along.
Opium. Trying to kill me. This fucking useless writer.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al? They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Oh, Night Springs. Man, brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
Oh, interesting.
Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh, wow. Who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
diving suit is a dream, and the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys, and they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us, it's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wake...
And I do wish this game had a bit of more, I feel like just a bit more creepy things happening, you know, like when you see the shades and the faces contort, and just like people walking outside the window and stuff. Like those are nice little creepy moments that don't happen very often in this game. I feel like you could use more of that. Hold on 1 second. Just gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna fill up my water as well because I'm thirsty. Mm.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
It was them.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
And nudge, nudge. Trying to see if there's anything that I could catch as like sort of hidden meaning, but not really. I mean, there may be some significance to that, but yeah, I couldn't tell any. So. But okay. I need to run into the light. Yeah, I know. Super useful. Is there something here? I don't remember anymore. Maybe there was. No. I have flares, I do. I just use a flare. There's me. Ow. Ow, okay. Okay, chill, 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 chill. Okay. Relax. Seems like the electricity really fucking does a number on them. But Barry.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff. Be careful, Al!
Mom. Need rifle ammo. You know what? A shotgun ammo. Put in my pleb.
eyes open, okay?
You want a piece of me? Is this the ultra heavy duty flashlight? No. Same one.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Yeah. Got an achievement for listening to all the radio broadcasts, so I guess we got all of them. Why? Batteries.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Oh, that's kind of mean, but okay. You can just open it, you don't have to kick it. You can vandal.
Got to be kidding me.
Ah. Combine harvester, of course. Ow. Didn't mean to throw in the flashbang, but okay, relax. Oh, I have to defeat the harvester. I did not read that. You are literally on the light, can you not? What the fuck? I think the weird part about this game is that, with the combat, is that like, your weapons don't really matter that much. Because it's all about, you have to like break their shields of light first, right? Or like you have to use the light first. So it doesn't really, you don't really care whether you have, like a shotgun or a rifle. If it takes forever to just break through this fucking HP bar, won't really matter. Because everything dies, you know, in 2 or 4 or 5 shots or whatever. Keep going. No shot can kill small dudes without breaking light. I haven't tested, but as far as I know, they're immune, so... At least that's what the game tells you. So. Oh, I'm dead again. There we go, we got it. Let's see, doesn't it? At least it doesn't work for these guys, at least. A lot of cops. I have to break the shoot if should have been ahead. Oh, okay. Interesting. Ooh, why did that hurt? Flickering lights.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah.
It's me. Hang on.
Hey, let's go, man.
I've ridden the elevator with me. Barry. You chum.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. It's pretty heavy. Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Have you been in there? I remember I did on the first time through, but I don't... Okay, there was nothing.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Old gods know the truth. A lot of cool shields. Just take a quick peek around the house first. Anything I should need here? Was there something? Oh, it's just a chainsaw. Surely that won't be used against us in a bit. Surely not.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Yeah. Take a peek first. What was that? Oh, fireworks. Second time I look at the fucking red thing and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like how they're just these rocker dudes, but the inside of the house just looks like...
You know, this
just
place
this...
looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Just looks kind of like an inn, you know, like from the 40s.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
would be cool if, like, for instance, like looking out the window and the lady was, you know, like over there or something.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of
Dev.
course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is... Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, fuck it.
Seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
Millionaire.
Barry, I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Gone. Fucking bromied. It's just his eyes open. Like a psychopath. Oh shit, man's having an OB.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming. It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned. Alice! Jagger had Alice, and so she had me. Alice!
Jagger? We did get a lot of women.
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
It's like an FPS game now.
Dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
You lady.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
Weird comment. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Whee!
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Okay.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the poet.